السلام عليكم جميعا. How are you? I hope everything is good. Can you hear me? The challenge is this person created this meeting, made you all.
Yes.
Oh, okay, very good. So I want to give you camera. If you want to show your camera, you can now. Build it one by one. I don't know. And I don't like people when they create a meeting and block everyone from using camera, and I want to see each other, is it? Allow camera and so many, mashallah. Now the challenge I have, we have celebrations for our National Day in the United Arab Emirates. Today is not the National Day, but as you know, the universities, because the National Day come during time we are on break, so we do it a little bit early. So today will be at 4 p.m. UAE time. I have to go for that celebration. So we'll try to finish early, and maybe we can schedule another session later to continue. I'm just giving access. Ivy, are you here? She's not here. Okay. Okay. I think I gave you all camera access just for you in case you want to show your camera. That's up to you, but you have the control here. And remember, you are on mute. If you want to speak, just open the, unmute the microphone. Now, let me just get into my system. I don't think you need introduction, just we can go ahead, unless someone wanted to. I think Murad, who was organizing this one? Okay. So let me get into this, delete this. I have just prepared for you a practical session. Did any one of you attended any of my sessions in the past? Put your thumb up. Yeah, excellent.
Yes. Yes.
The digital thumb will be easy if your camera is off. Otherwise, I will not see you. Okay, few of you, very good. And I hope you have enjoyed what you have attended in the past. But let's start now. Okay, I just have a short survey for you. See if we can do that. Okay, 254. I'm using a system that I developed. See if it will work with you. You are the test group. I did this one during the weekend. So we'll see if this one will work well, or there will be some challenges. Because later I will show you how you can create such a system as well, if you want, without any coding. So now get your phone, please, and scan this QR code. Just scan the QR code by your phone camera, and then add your name, if I want to add, and then you will be in the system. Once you're there, I will display for you the things I need to do. Let's try to make it somehow interactive system, similar to, I'm sure some of you use Mentimeter, some used AHA slides, some used, but I thought, why don't I build my own system? So I came with this one. I will see how it will go. Now, this is the first questions you will see. I think you see it on the phone. If you join the phone, you have also place you can put your reaction. Now, what is your primary sentiment regarding integrating AI in higher education at your Royal University of for Women? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so more excited about it. That's great. And caution, yeah, I think should be, yeah, agree. Concerned about ethical implications. I think the distribution is somehow 62 are in the excited, 25, and we have 12% in here. That's where we are at the moment. Now I can see here if total 8 people responded. Now we are 20. So I should see 20 here just to ensure that everybody is connected. So when we go to the next step later, I can see you. So please get there, just scan this QR code and add your response to this question. And see thumb up. Yes, I added thumb up, heart. I put just only the positive things. So I don't want people to give me thumb down. So I didn't add thumb down. Although some people maybe will have that. Now, where are the other 12? Other 20? No, now more than 12. 14. 5, 2, and 1. That's only 8 people responded. Otherwise, I will not give you a certificate if you do not respond to this. So we'll wait for the next one. Maybe in the next question, I'll get more people to come. Please join and participate. Otherwise, you're not listening to me. You're watching maybe a TikTok somewhere or something else. Okay, 9. Okay, the next question I have here, how would you describe your current personal engagement with AI tools, ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, all those tools? I'm sure you've been through one of them in terms of your academic and research work. Good, can see it. 2 already there who are regularly using it. 1 experiment with them. Okay, both going up. Good. Now I lost 2. I should get more than 9. I lost 3. Okay, that's good. Good. Okay. I will say 7 is okay. We can come back to it later. What is the most significant challenge you anticipate or have already encountered with considering AI integration in your courses or research? These are some of the challenges here. Lack of adequate training. I think hopefully we're doing something today to address that one. Ethical consideration, which that's a valid challenge and concern. Ensuring academic integrity again and preventing misuse, cheating, stuff like that. Lack of adequate training is still higher. It's now 6. The 6 people are very active. 7 people are very active. I can display the names here, but maybe I should do that next time. Okay, so that's good. Which expected. I expected such a distribution. There's no difficulty in designing effective AI enhancing learning activities. Maybe that one is not here because we don't have this, so we can say we're not sure. I think that would need some time. Now I will jump to some other open-ended question. Now I have an open-ended question just to show you my system. So this one asking you a question, what is the first word or short phrase that comes to your mind when you hear artificial intelligence in education and research? You just hear AI, this something jumps in your mind. What is that thing? Maybe you need to refresh your, okay, ChatGPT, yeah, that's a good one. Again, innovation, yeah, that's an innovative solution, of course. Opportunity, yeah, there are opportunities, good. Okay. And I need more, okay. Human, future, teacher, ChatGPT seems still bigger, and supporting, not
I'm not able
replacing.
to write anything. Can you hear me?
Did you scan this QR code?
Yes, I answer everything.
The previous one, just refresh your page. Do like what you do with the, if you refresh, it will refresh, because I jumped the questions. I think if you refresh, okay, good. Now, the good thing in my system, team, that this session is just promoting my system. It can create a summary. If I click here, let's see what will happen. It will read these slides. I will show you how to create those systems if you want to create something more than even sophisticated than this system. Now, it came with a summary. This is a summary. I'm not sure if I'm sharing. I will stop sharing and share again, because, you know, Teams sometimes, if you don't share the audio, and it generated a summary audio. Listen to this.
What a fantastic snapshot of your diverse perspectives. Our poll reveals initial thoughts ranging from optimism about AI's potential for supporting innovation and shaping the future, to important considerations around what it's not and ensuring the crucial human element isn't replacing.
Yeah. So now when you get your student interactions, you can generate an audio summary of that one. It read it and give you audio summary. So, Samir, I can see your hand is up.
Yes, I would like to apologize. I'm not able to scan the QR code because I'm attending through my mobile. I'm at home.
That's
I'm on
okay.
sick leave, so my laptop is in my office.
Sorry to hear that. No
Sorry,
issue.
I'm attending. I'm here, but I'm trying
Okay.
to scan it. I'm not sure. Thank you.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay, so what are we going to do? We've been, I think we had enough of this system, which we have seen. We'll come back to it later because I have other questions for you. What I'm planning to do for you to cover a few things. First one is, by the way, how many here already know Notebook LM? Others, thumb up, Notebook LM. Yeah, by now, I think most people know Notebook LM. Yeah, I was planning to cover Notebook LM, one of it. The other thing I'm planning to cover is Google AI Studio. How many here have used Google AI Studio? Good. Okay, one. These are the two. I think Notebook LM everybody knows. Just quick introduction to those people who maybe getting first new to Notebook LM. The idea of Notebook LM is simply helping people make use of their content. So if you have your content, it's different from ChatGPT, where ChatGPT will use the data that the model has been trained on to do the thing. Notebook LM will focus on your sources. You have your teaching material, presentations, Excel file, whatever it is, and you want to create meaningful content of that one. Now it has developed a lot, and when you join Notebook LM, if you come to this page, which just put it in the chat, it has developed a lot, and every month Google really add a lot of things to it. And when you get into Notebook LM, you need to log in using Google account, and then you start creating a notebook to do. I'll just show you so many of my notebooks, which I find it very useful. But if you open a new one, you get into this page, you need to find the sources you need. And the sources are, you can get them from a file that you can upload here, or a Google Drive document you have on your Google, or a YouTube video that you have, or a web page you want to get the text of that page and work on it. And you can copy and paste your own content. When you upload anything, let's just upload something from here. I think I have something about shelter. I think where is this? I think on after shelters, maybe. This is not my computer, the main one, but this is the one. Okay, this is a chemical engineering course. It's a PDF file. It gets extracted and you'll have it. You have the content of the file here. You can add so many sources. For me, I can do 300 sources because I have a subscription. For you, will get 50 sources, which is good enough. These sources are good. Once you select it, and you can upload multiple topics. Let's say I want to add another one. I can also discover some sources. I can look for chemical processes, for example, and it will just go and find me sources related to this from the web. But I can use my own sources. So here are your sources, and you can select and import. Now I'm just importing it to show you that how I work with this one. And
I'm sorry, doctor, are you sharing some screen?
Oh, sorry, you're not seeing my screen. Oh my God, this is stupid of me. Sorry for that. Okay, I think now we should see it. Yeah. So this is Notebook LM. So let me start from here. You get into Notebook LM. You log into Notebook LM. That's what I did. And then in Notebook LM, you create a new notebook. You get this one, you'll get in a page that looks like this here. Here, you just simply you need to upload your documents one by one, drag and drop them here, or create a folder. You can upload Google Drive, you can have a YouTube video, you link to it, or a website, or anything. Once you do this, your sources will come here. And I was just showing you, which I thought I'm sharing, but because I stopped sharing, I did show you these are the sources I uploaded. These are some of the sources I uploaded by clicking here and using upload, or you can use discover as well. Once you have these sources, you can, in this window, chat with these sources. And the good thing, you can combine content from different sources. Some of it didn't load because I think the format or something. Let me just remove this one before. I don't like things to be read on my screen. And let's take rid of this one. So these are the sources. Any question I ask here, it goes through these sources and give me the answer. If I ask something is not here, it will not give me the answer. It will give me the answer based on this. But also I can combine things, like I have, for example, here I say list the course learning outcomes. There's a course syllabi I uploaded here, if you noticed. Now, when I said that, it will go through all of them and find the course learning outcome and list it for me. So these are the learning outcomes. There are 6 learning outcomes here, okay? And I can ask anything about any document here, and I can create tables, I can create certain analysis, and it gives me some suggestions for some questions I can ask here, okay? So this is the sources which I can upload. This one is the chat. When I chat and I create anything, if I restart Notebook, it will disappear. So if I want to keep it, assume I created some, I have multiple publication or papers I uploaded here. I want to summarize the finding from these papers, and I came with the finding of all these papers here. Then if I restart, it will go away. I have to save it. If I click save, it gets saved there. Okay, so and that you can open it anytime. It doesn't go to disappear unless you delete it. So this is the result of every chat. Of course, you can copy it. You can see here it has the reference. If there are numbers here, which referring to these documents. Let's make it more working. This is good when you have, again, your own content, research papers, you want to do some analysis or study on them, or literature review summarization or whatever on your own content, notebook will be good. For teaching also is very good. You upload your chapters of that course, and you can create quizzes, exercises, case studies, different thing based on this content. It's not going to create it from anywhere. So you are more sure these content are related to your course to do. And you can upload your course learning outcome, course program learning outcome. You create mapping board between those course learning outcome. You can do lots of things. And the chat here is your processing of this content. Now, the other part here is the studio, which is really amazing. And I think those who used it, they know that. One of those are the audio. And if you click on audio, it gives you 4 types of audio. One is just a deep dive, which summarizes this, 2 people talking to each others. Let's get this one to be created, because maybe we'll listen to it when we have time. And that's one going to create an audio file for us of 2 people talking about deep dive. Brief, if you want a shorter one. Critique is good for if you, for example, you have a report you created, or a paper you created, or a theory you have, and you want someone to critique that one for you and say, okay, your executive summary thing, your finding, your methodology. You create a critique, it comes with an audio file that critique your document in a way or other. Debate, when you want 2 viewpoints about the same subject, you can use this one. So this audio file will be generated. I'll just show you one of to listen to one of this, which you already have. We have something about UAE Creative Media. Listen to one of this. I think this is a deep dive, and let's listen to it.
Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through complex research to bring you the key insights, the things you really need to know. Today, we're looking at creative media and communication degrees in the UAE for 2025-2026. We dove into the data, and what we found is pretty interesting. That price tag you see. It's not just a cost, it's a strategic weapon in a very competitive market. And here's the headline finding right up front. The advertised tuition, the sticker price, it's largely a marketing anchor, a high one. The real game, the actual battleground, is the net price, what students pay after financial aid.
That's spot on. Looking at the sources, you see it's not really one single market. It's
I think now you heard this podcast a lot on the internet, becoming very popular. And I think they're very engaging, very useful, especially maybe for the high level when you get into maybe masters. People, my students tell me that they listen to this podcast while they're commuting from work to home, or thing. They put it on like a radio show. You just listen to it, and it's very engaging the way they talk to each other, these two people. And what's good in it is this interactive mode, where allow the participant to ask questions to these 2 people, which I think something that Google has done very well. So when you go into interactive mode while you are listening.
Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through complex research to bring you the key insights, the things you really need to know. Today, we're looking at creative media and communication degrees in the UAE for 2025-2026.
I can jump
We
now.
dove into the data. Oh, hey, welcome. What's up?
Yeah, I have a question. I'm concerned now with this AI able to create all this type of video, media, and things like that. what will be the future of the professionals, people who work in media productions?
That is a phenomenal question.
A really timely one, actually.
Okay, let's unpack this because AI and generative media that is directly impacting these programs.
Exactly. When you look at the curriculum shift,
So that you can create engagement in your class and in your teaching, getting your student to interact with this. Maybe they prepare what question they need to ask and they go and ask it and then analyze the response they get from there. These are all generated just directly from clicking on these things, which will create it for you. Now they also created a video, which again, very useful. Maybe needs improvement, but it's good enough now. So the video, basically, it will create a video with some slides like this that
right into it. We're cracking the code on what it really costs to get a creative media degree in the UAE. Now, it's a super competitive market, you know that. But here's the thing. The hardest part isn't getting accepted. It's figuring out how much you're actually going to pay. That price you see on the website, yeah, that's just the starting point. We're going to...
Yeah, so this is like a video. It will go into different screens. I like the way they structure it and deliver it. It's very nice. The visual aspect maybe needs improvement. I'm sure they will improve it in the future. And again, you can create all these videos by clicking here. And these are different type of videos. You can have a brief or you have an explanation to do. They have the mind map, which again, very useful. Maybe let's go into the other course I created just now and create a mind map. Mind map is good for visual learner who want to know how things are connected together. And let's just create a mind map of that one. The reports are very good as well. The reports, they will create a text report. There's so many type of text report, from creating your own, you describe what you want to get from these sources, to briefing, to study guide. If it's for teaching, this will give you a study guide. Let's just look at the study guide when it gets generated. Sorry, here. And where is the reports? Yeah, here, study guide and blog. And you can also look at strategic analysis for if it's related or to that operational handbook. These things can be generated just using your content, and depends on what your content is about. Sometimes are very useful. Now, they recently came with the flashcard, which again, they generate a flashcard for you, which, you know, the flashcard, when you get a card, you click on it, then you get you have a question, then you click, get an answer. They added a quiz as well, so you can create quizzes related to that. So Notebook LM is very useful. Now, challenge how I can share this with my student or upload it to Blackboard or Canvas or whatever. There's so many different ways. The audio, of course, and video you can download from here. There's a download, and you can upload it if you want. But also you have the option to share it from here. You click on share. And then you decide you want it to be restricted, means people with username, they need to log into Google, or you need to make it just anyone. So if you do that, you can copy now the link, and this link you can paste it anywhere on your Blackboard or on your system, and your student will be able to listen to it. So someone said to me, I can't hear anything. So you were not able to listen to the audio files? Huh? Did you hear my audio file? Ah, okay. Oh, it's back.
Yes.
It's back.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the Notebook LM. Okay. With a Notebook LM has lots of useful things. Also, you can share the whole notebook if you want to share it with someone. You just click here and add the people you want to share with, or you just do the same thing if you want it to be open to everyone. If you don't have anything special, you can just copy and share it with everyone. And people clicking on that, they can just get into that. And I think Google is developing this one very well. The next one I want to take you in is Gemini. There are two things. One is Gemini, just Gemini, which let me add it here. And Gemini, now if you want to move away from just text, audio, and things like that, and you want your student to play with some simulations, gaming, educational games, and things like that, then you need to get into Gemini. So you create some visual gaming for your student. And when you get in Gemini, you can choose to go for tools and then canvas. If you want to create any animation or simulation or a gaming or visualization of data which you have, then you need to use Canvas. And Canvas is very good for this. So it's Gemini, and you select Canvas. And now if I have any document, let me show you before I create any simulation, create something simple, maybe easy to do. Let me find you. We have something that can be shared. Do file. I don't know. Just finding something that makes I can share on this computer. Again, good thing it works with any data you may have. These are the, I have a table here. Let me show you this table. For example, I have this table here, which has the courses we have and cohort size and retention and other aspect, and I need to visualize this data. So what I can do with this Gemini, I can go here and select Canvas and just drag that file and say visualize this data. Okay, or say create this. Two prompts will work. Info graphics of this data. Now, when you do that, because I selected Canvas, I'm not going to get a text response here. It's going to create a software. It's going to write code and analyze the data and give me a visualization of this data. This data can be anything, can be an Excel file, can be a PDF document, can be a Word document, can be anything. So basically it will go through it and come with the infographics and visual aspect of it. So it's powerful in converting your data to something maybe presentable. I use it a lot when I create presentations to visualize it, and then I create screenshot and use it into my presentation. Basically, it's writing a code now using a language called React, which HTML5, JavaScript, and TypeScript, and different type of coding. And it built the code. I don't care about this code. I need the outcome. And you will see now, I will get some nice, hopefully, graphical representation of this. And here is, didn't come the way I wanted. There's an issue with it. It will fix it itself. I think it has some, it discovered there's something. Sometimes when it does something, it itself find out if there is an issue. While doing that, let me open another tab and let's do another thing with Gemini that maybe will be useful. Now, this ability to create a code is very great, can help us with many things. So I can say, for example, create a simulation, create a simulation of simulation about conflict management. I'm teaching maybe something related to that. I want a scenario-based, should have said scenario-based, but I wanted to build for me a simulation of two people in a company. I could have given more better prompt to this, but it's smart enough now. It knows the general thing. The other thing, if I have a document, I can upload it and say based on that, do that. Let's look at this while it's doing here. And with this, you can create so many interactive things for your student. We'll look at some scientific exploration, like you wanted to plot multiple graphs and then explore those different parameters. You can do all these things here, and can be very engaging for students. It's not just the text type of things. Let's see where this will get in. It's still writing. Okay, almost there. You know, we're getting there. Create functions, create modules, and do all the coding. It's good to know the coding, but you don't need to know, because it's here to do it for you. And now we are getting to see the outcome. So this is a scenario it's created here, saying team trust 50%, tension level is that. The situation, it is 2 days before launch. Alex that blah, blah, pushes code that broke. Okay, he submitted and pushed code for publication that created some issues, and Jordan feels attacked, and there's a scenario between this. Now, it's not nicely, yeah? Yeah, please visualize it and make it interactive. If you're not happy with anything, you can tell it to fix it. I don't know why. Usually it gives me a beautiful one. Today there's something crazy with it. So it came with something, it doesn't look nice, which I'm surprised, but we'll see. I think it will fix it, hopefully now. I think they maybe have some issues at the moment. Even in this one, they're having some challenges to do it. I think Google, they're pushing people to go to their studio, which will be the next one I'm going to show you. And this one. I think it will get better. Let's hope to see that. Now I have here examples. Maybe I should go to the examples to show you which I already created. So let me go into Google Drive. And I have some here. Let me find that simulation. Visit. Let me show you some of these good examples. This, for example, this is a memory game we can create. If you can say create a memory game. Is it done? It's still working. These are things I created before. I think today they have some issues maybe. This is an example of a memory game. Just I said create a memory game about business principles. That's all what I said. Now I'm getting this memory game. We click here, you get some concept or some information, a company's legal finance for you need to find somewhere matching the two. If they match, they will stop on the screen, and then you can do it. So that's a memory game you can create. The other things you can create, for example, simulation of this one is utilizing budget simulation. So you wanted to build for you a simulation for budgeting. So you can play with this to know how they create a budget. And this is example of an ice cream I created. Say, for example, we're starting with this amount of money, and now you need to decide where the location to be. If you go to small kiosks, it will cost you 1,000 per month. But if you want to go Superban Street will cost you 2,000. They need to decide which ones. Decided to go for this. So monthly, I will have to pay that. And then equipment, you want to get some basics, reused equipment that are good, but it will break after some time, or get a new standard 7,000. I'll go with this. I don't have that much money. And then I need to fill my stock inventory, and then I start playing with this. So students play with this. Once they are there, then I'll get into the day-to-day operation. This is day one. We are here with this money. Now we're moving into day two. This happened that we earn 128. Great. We paid 44 for ingredients, and then day two, and then continue like that. One day became rainy week, and fewer people came to buy from us, so we did sell less items. Another day machine will break. So it takes the student through this process of daily operation of the budget, whatever to do. You can create some scientific one. This is very basic Ohm law one, which we can maybe look at it, which say create for me an Ohm law. Just today, this one is fixed. The one we are building now, it looks nice. I'll come back to it. But this is an Ohm law, and the target is to achieve current of 0.79. So we have two ways. We are at 0.5. We need to increase maybe the voltage, or we reach there, or reduce the resistance. Things like that. So look, and this. Now this is the simulation conflict. Yeah, this is the people we have, and this is the how it is, and things like that. Anyway, so you can create those simulations by just simple prompt, and the creativity will be yours. You can do some mathematicals one. Let me look at some mathematics. Maybe I did this one for a school teachers, and I created those samples for them. You can create lots of algebra. This one is maybe better. I'll take this one from here. So you can use it to create those, and then you can use it in class. You get students change some parameters. They see the impact and stuff like that. I think there's something wrong with it today. This should look beautiful, but today Google has maybe something in their system. Sometimes, these things happen to these companies because they are updating their stuff every day. Again, this one is very, I think if you're teaching calculus or things like that. So you need to create measure the area, you create these boxes, you create the area of each one, you add them together, so you can fine tune those anyway. So you can get it to create for you those type of animation by just explaining how it is. And usually it will do great work. Maybe only today there's issue. Now the question, how I share this one, I can just copy this from here and then share it with my student, and they will be able to play that game. So Gemini is good. Now the other one I want to show you, which the more advanced one, is Google AI Studio. So Google AI Studio. Here is studio.ai. This is very advanced, and you can do just amazing things with this one. And let's see what we can do, and I'll put it there. Now, Google AI Studio is a development environment for people who want to create apps using AI. And it has a number of things. First, on this screen, when you come here, you will see this page. Again, it's free, completely free. In this page, you have this option to talk to AI, either through the chat or through a camera or share screen. The beauty of this, if you use share screen, you will be able to see your desktop like what you do in Microsoft Teams, and you select a window to share, like I'm sharing this one, and let's me go here. Hey, Gemini, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How can I help you today?
Do you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. It looks like you have several tabs open and you're currently viewing a page on canva.com. How can I help you?
Yeah, there seems to be a problem with Canva even today. What's wrong with Canva today? Okay.
It looks like you're seeing a Cloudflare challenge page on Canva. These can happen for various reasons, like suspected security threats or network issues. If you continue to have trouble, there's a link on the page to check the Canvas status, which might provide more information.
Now, can you help me use Notebook LM if I want to create a new notebook on Notebook LM?
Yes, I can help with that. To create a new notebook in Notebook LM, please click on the button that says Create New Notebook. It's located in the top left of the screen.
Do you mean this one?
Yes, that's the button you need to click to create a new notebook. Do you want me to walk you through the next steps?
No. What is saying here? I can't understand this. What this one is?
It says Chemical Engineering Introduction Syllabus, and then 18 November 2025, 8 sources. Is there anything else on the screen you'd like?
Thank you. I think you're getting the idea. The idea behind it is this can help you learn new software, or if you are having a page displayed there and you need some translation for something or clarification of something, you just share screen with Gemini and then show your screen and start talking to it. A trained student on this can help them with improved presentation. They can rehearse the presentation. They say, okay, Gemini, I'm going to present my project and please give me feedback. And it starts giving them feedback on the way they present. Also can help them with improve the visual appearance of the presentation. Color contrast, size, text. So it can be very useful. And you can learn any software just by starting this one and say, oh, help me to use this software. I want to use this. I don't know where to go. I say, click here, click there, do this, do that. It's very helpful and useful for students and for us, I think, to do. So this is one thing. The other thing which here, the magic is the build. Build allow you to build a complete software. You heard that now Blackboard or Anthology, yeah? Anthology, they filed their bankruptcy. And people saying it's related to a movement now happening called vibe coding, V-I-B-E. Vibe means vision, idea, build, execute, which basically now people can build sophisticated software without needing to write a single of code. You saw that animation I created, or that interactive system to do without writing any code. And simply you just can here describe that software, and it will go and build it for you. If you have an idea for something you want to build, we can do. But some of the things that I built in the past are many, like exam moderation. You just upload an exam paper and say, moderate for me this exam paper based on this criteria. I need to look at the clarity of language, the coverage of learning outcome, the Bloom taxonomy, whatever. And I just upload my PDF exam to you, and you do that. It will build for you moderation. Finding some researcher I want to collaborate with. This is interesting one. I think if I completed it, and you just, I think it's not done, but we'll build one. Okay, so build an app that review my publication for methodology, structure, data, results, whatever. I'm just want to show you the concept, yeah? Okay, I need to upload PDF, PDF document, and I get the report. If you do that, and then you say, do this, we're using 2.5 Pro, now it will go and build for you this. And it can be very sophisticated software, because you can add to it and say, use AI to recommend collaboration with people who are working in this area. Or, you can do lots of things to do. Simply it will go and build it. Now it recommend to me something to add. I'm not going to add any of this now. I can add it later, but let's just see what will happen. Now, if you have any idea for anything you want to build, you need a software. You don't need to know how to build the software. Although you know, it's my background, but I find this one is really faster. I can modify the code and do things like that. So you just get it to this, like this is the big team of developers who will build you sophisticated software. Of course, you can publish it later. You give it a domain name, you deploy it, it becomes, you add authentication, you add database, you add other things. But remember just to save it before you do all this. And this can build for you so many interesting applications. See, AI now changed from ChatGPT just asking for a prompt and doing things into creating solution. Sometimes you get an error like this, still working on it. But if nothing happen here, say, oh, the screen is blank, go and fill it. Okay, so this is there's an issue with this now. Today, maybe they have something with their system. The screen is empty. Please fix it. I like to say please to it, although people say don't say please, because please cost money here, but I will do that. Let me show you while this one show you some of the applications we created. Like in ADU, we have an exam moderation system. This exam moderation system is interesting, which what we do, we have it just like the first level for the faculty to do. So faculty can load their own exam, and following a certain criteria, the system will give them feedback so they can and fix it before they submit it to the human moderators later. We don't use Google, we use something more advanced, but the concept is the same for this one. And these are some of the exams we have moderated. I will not be able to open any of it because only the faculty who do that. But I will show you to moderate one myself. Simply you come here, you add a new moderation, and from here you can upload your course syllabi. In this case, I will go for this programming 2. I select the learning outcome that are part of the exam, assuming I'm doing the final. I will not ask student about teamwork in the exam. And this is something called qualification framework in the UE has to follow. And then I'm going to upload here the exam. Fine, this is one of my old exams. Hopefully that's the one, yeah. Now uploaded the exam. I need to upload rubric and model answers and things like that, but I'm not going to do it now. What will happen, I will say just moderate. Now it will go and analyze it and give me a very comprehensive report. That's one thing. But on the same time, also it does evaluate the course syllabi, which I uploaded. And these are just my own syllabi. If you look at one of the courses with CSA 202, it look at it from industry point of view. We created an agent saying act like industry, and you're expert in this, and you understand ABIT, you understand what, you understand that. Now, when I uploaded the course syllabi, which here, it goes and review the course syllabi, look at the learning outcome and say you need to modify it, go away from explain and define into more action verb like analyze and implement. Then it goes and look at the qualification framework, give me score 65. So there are areas that has some gaps, some good things, something need to be improved. And then we have a requirement now. We should have in every course around 10 hours of industry content. So it goes and recommend for me industry content. So I need to bring Java-based e-commerce and say this is the content. Maybe I should work with Emirates e-commerce to help me with this one. These are the learning outcome. Then suggested another content from industry. So it suggests industry content and give me also a relevant certification that I should map to this course, like the Oracle Java certification. So it evaluates the courses to do, and this I can add here an industry expert, which I know he or she will get the course syllabi, learning outcome, and give me some more proper industry evaluation. So this we built using Vibe code. Now, if we go back to this course I uploaded, it's still being evaluated. Okay, done. So this is the evaluation of that exam. So I submitted the exam and it said to me, your offer or score is 65. Learning outcome, you did very well, 95, but there is no rubric. You didn't submit the rubric, and assessment design is not that strong, and grading criteria is not strong. Now, if I click here, I will see the whole details of that evaluation. I started by saying overall, this is the midterm assessment, exam moderation, object-oriented programming, and this is the thing. These are the strengths. CLO coverage is very good. A variety of questions is good because you have mix of it. Practical application seem to be good. The area of weaknesses is critical missing documents like the no rubric and a model answer, incomplete exam information. The heading has not full information and things like that. And then it goes here and give me some assessment foundation like questions, ambiguity, they need to be rewritten again. Some questions tell me about my CLO coverage and say you covered CLO 1 well. The depth is assessed at both recall and understanding. Q1 is more like recall and understanding. And then gave me feedback on the learning outcome coverage. And this is all CLOs are adequately covered. Rubric, there's no rubric, there's no model answer, so I'm losing on that one. Assessment design in terms of quality, question variety. We have multiple choice questions, we have coding, tracing, we have coding task to create code in that one. So that's where time allocation is same that the exam total 25 marks. The duration of the exam is not stated on the cover page, and that's something missing. Difficulty distribution, the exam balance difficulties, that's good. Now grading criteria, and it tells me sometimes this question you give it less marks while it takes more time, so you have maybe to adjust that one. Fairness and distribution, this comprehensive, and look at the qualification framework. In terms, there are 3 components in that framework for knowledge, skills, and competence. It went into very detailed, as you can see, and now again question by question. Every question looking at it and giving me scoring. So you can build systems like this nowadays using this 5 coding to do, which becoming very interesting. Now, by the way, this system we built, we use something more advanced than Google. Not more advanced, it means specialized, something called Replit. Maybe you heard about Replit. Replit is a platform where you can build applications, and you can build very sophisticated applications through Replit. And it takes you, it's an agent that take your requirement first, then build the whole application for you. then you can deploy it and put security and put all things in it. Riblet is just amazing. There are so many of this. Riblet is one of the best, in my opinion. There is something called Lovable. Lovable is good, but not like Riblet. Lovable, even Lovable. Yeah, here is it. Lovable does the same thing, which you can build, but not as the experiencing some issues. And it seems that there's some issue today. There, Lovable is one. There is Famous as well, called Famous, same concept. There's something called Bold. There are many of them there, but Riblet is the most comprehensive because they have full solution from idea to deployment, and you can create amazing apps. We have an exam, one we created for developing exams. I'll just show you quickly because I need to go. But look at this system, which we built it just in 2 days. Just 2 days, we built a system, in my opinion, will cost a lot of money. So this is a system basically to help faculty develop exams. And it start from question bank. You build a question bank. If you take one of these courses, these are the questions. You can build the question bank either using your own content. If you take here, this is the course, this is the learning outcome. I can manually create the question bank. I can use AI to create it based on my content to do. And even when I do manually, if I come here, say, what is OOP? And then this is not a good question. I can ask it to rewrite it, improve the question. It will go and read this question and write it properly for me. I'm not sure what learning outcome should be mapped to. I say suggest learning outcome, it will find it. That's the right learning outcome. I need sample answers from that, it will do the sample answer for me. I can edit everything I want to edit. Once I add those questions, goes into this question bank, which will be here. And then I can come now and create exam. When I create an exam, of course, it's like you decide how many questions, what learning outcome you want to cover. I want to cover this learning outcome, this learning outcome. I already have my question bank. So I know so many questions here. I decide how many I need to use here, how many I used there. It goes into the bank and generates for me the exam. Once it generates the exam, I can download a Word file from that exam, like this one. This is just a Word file of that exam. Or I can push it to Blackboard, or I can modify it by removing some questions, deleting them, reordering the questions the way I like to reorder them, and changing the points or adding additional question. I can do all this. What's really good is I can, after I grade it, I can ask it to analyze this for me. Let me see if I analyzed any of this. I think maybe this one. If you click here, you upload the grade of the student, and it goes into that and create analysis of course attainment of learning outcome. This is just a sample one, and give me a brief on my assessment quality and questions, and tell me about the course learning outcome attainment, and then I can add my own component. So all these things done by no coding, just building all these apps to help you. Of course, we have our own LLM, which large language model, which we fine-tuned with some of our content, with our courses, with our material, and we're connecting those to our LLM to build that. These are some of the things we do. I know maybe I have lots of questions, but the challenge is I have to run to this celebration. We will see if we can get another time for us to meet and discuss your questions. Okay. Thank you. I hope it was useful somehow. So we were in rush. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for your insight. Thanks.